Hi, this is Momita Das. I am two times net qualified. Today we are going to learn certain important MCQs on Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946. Okay. So the first question is, which one of the following act explains the meaning of a fixed term employment? Answer will be Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946. From 2018 onwards, amendment of Industrial Employment Standing Order Act brought out a new form of workman, that is fixed term employment. Fixed term employment. Before that, only six types of workman classification were there. One is permanent, provisioner. Third one is badli or substitute. Fourth one is temporary. Fifth one is apprentice. Sixth one is casual. So, if in the same question, in place of fixed term employment, they ask uh, permanent or provisional, badli or temporary apprentice, it will be Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946. Answer will be same. Next, move to the next. If any dispute arises regarding the payment of subsistence allowance to a workman under the provision of Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946, then the dispute may be referred to. Answer will be Labour Court under the Industrial Dispute Act 1947. If workmen get aggrieved with subsistence allowances paid to them, then they can go to Labour Court. अगर वर्कमैन aggrieved गुस्सा हो जाए regarding the subsistence allowance they get, they can go to the labor court. Okay. So what is subsistence allowances? You can ask me what is subsistence allowances. It is when a workman gets suspended by employer for misconduct, the subsistence allowance is allotted to them. अगर कोई वर्कमैन सस्पेंड हो किसके द्वारा? बाय एम्प्लॉयर फॉर मिसकंडक्ट, then they get subsistence allowances. Okay, next move to the second question. The objection which the workman may desire to make to the draft standing order to be submitted to the certifying officer within how many days from the receipt of draft standing order from the certifying officer? Answer will be 15 days. अगर कुछ ऑब्जेक्शन रेज हो, if workman raises objection regarding what? Regarding draft standing order. Regarding draft standing order को लेके अगर वर्कमैन में कुछ भी ऑब्जेक्शन रेज करे तो it should be given to certifying officer within 15 days. It should be given to certifying officer within 15 days. Let's move to the next question. Okay. An employer has submitted draft standing order to the certifying officer for certification. Which of the following will apply till the final certified standing order become enforceable? Till standing order is not certified, establishment employer should follow certain decorum or rule. That will be model standing order. Answer will be model standing order. जब तक स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर सर्टिफाइड ना हो, एस्टेब्लिशमेंट को मॉडल स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर फॉलो करना होता है. आंसर विल बी मॉडल स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द कॉपीज ऑफ अ सर्टिफाइड स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर ऑथेंटिकेटेड इन प्रिस्क्राइब्ड मैनर may be sent to dash by the certifying officer within 7 days. Once standing order certified, then certifying officer send it to employer, trade union, prescribed representative of workman. जब स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर सर्टिफाइड हो जाए, देन सर्टिफाइंग ऑफिसर को उसे किस किस को सेंड करना होता है? एम्प्लॉयर के पास सेंड करना होता है, ट्रेड यूनियन के पास सेंड करना होता है, प्रिस्क्राइब्ड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ वर्कमैन के पास सेंड करना पड़ता है. तो आंसर विल बी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. Next, move to the question. The copies of a certified standing order authenticated in the prescribed manner may be sent to the employer, the trade union, and other prescribed representative of the workman by the certifying officer within how many days? Answer will be 7 days. Certifying officer need to send certified standing order to employer, trade union and workman. सर्टिफाइड स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर को सर्टिफाइंग ऑफिसर को एम्प्लॉयर, ट्रेड यूनियन, वर्कमैन के पास सेंड करना होता है विद इन 7 days. आंसर विल बी 7 days. Next question. The appeal on the certifying standing order may be preferred within how many days before the appellate authority? If employer, workman, trade union agreed by order of a certifying officer regarding certified standing order, then they can appeal to the appellate authority within 30 days. Within 30 days. अगर एम्प्लॉयर, वर्कमैन और ट्रेड यूनियन एग्रीड हो किसको लेके, by the order of a certifying officer. Certifying officer जो certified standing order देते हैं उसको लेके aggrieved हो, then employer, workman और trade union कहाँ पे appeal कर सकते हैं? Appellate authority के पास. Remember, they can appeal to appellate authority if they have any, if they are aggrieved regarding what certified standing order, but that should be within 30 days. Next, move to the next. If certified standing order cannot be modified before 6 months, but employer certified standing order cannot be modified before 6 months. Okay, certified standing order cannot be modified before 6 months, but employer, workman, trade union by agreement can make modifications shorter period. For this modification, 5 copies of a draft stand proposal should be submitted. सर्टिफाइड स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर एक बार लागू हो जाए तो वो मॉडिफाई नहीं कर सकते बिफोर 6 मंथ. लेकिन अगर एम्प्लॉयर, वर्कमैन और ट्रेड यूनियन मेक एन एग्रीमेंट रिगार्डिंग मॉडिफिकेशन, then it can be modified. For this, 5 copies of draft proposal should be submitted. Move to this question. So see the same, it answer will be 5 copies. How many copies of a proposal to be submitted to the certifying officer while making modification? So it will be 5 copies. Who among the following has been authorized to certify the standing order under Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946? That will be certifying officer. स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर को कौन सर्टिफाई कर सकता है? इट विल बी सर्टिफाइंग ऑफिसर. To the next question. Which of the following amendment of Industrial Employment Standing Order Act provided for payment of subsistence allowance by the employer to and suspended employee pending inquiry against him? कौन से अमेंडमेंट में इंडस्ट्रियल एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर में सब्सिस्टेंस अलाउंसेस इनकॉर्पोरेटेड किया गया है? It will be 1982. So answer will be A. Answer will be A. Let's move to the next question. Which one of the following statement relating to payment of subsistence allowance under the Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946 is not correct? Subsistence allowances shall be at a rate of 50% for the wages which the workman and was entitled to immediately preceding the date of such suspension for first 90 days. It is correct. Departmental inquiry के लिए for subsistence allowance कितना दिया जाता है? For first 90 days it is 50% or half, or it is also called half. Okay. Subsistence allowance shall be at a rate of 75% of such wages for remaining period of a suspension if delay in completion of a disciplinary procedure against such workman is not directly attributed to the conduct of the workman. अगर disciplinary procedure prolonged हो तो workman को कितना मिलता है? 3/4, 75% और 3/4 of basic wages, DNS allowance और compensatory allowances कितना मिलता है? 75 का 75% दिया जाता है. Okay, so this one is also correct. This one is also correct. Let's move to the next question. Next option, if any dispute arises regarding subsistence allowances payable to a workman, the workman or the employer concerned may refer to the dispute to the Labour Court constituted under Industrial Dispute Act 1947. अगर कुछ भी dispute हो regarding subsistence allowances, we need to go to the labor court as we did earlier. So this one is also correct. See the last option. If any dispute arises regarding the subsistence allowances payable to a workman, the appropriate government may refer the dispute to the industrial tribunal constituted under Industrial Dispute Act. ये गलत है because subsistence allowance को लेकर अगर कुछ भी dispute arises हो, we generally go to the labor court. We generally go to the labor court, not industrial tribunal. Not industrial tribunal. So this one will be the answer. Option will be answer D. Because they ask which one is not correct. Which one is not correct. Okay. Let's move to the next. The Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946 applies to every establishment employing. Answer will be 100 workmen on any day preceding 12 months, and government can order by application to the establishment employing less than 100. Generally, if there is 100 workmen, then this act applied. See, if but if government want, the act can apply to the establishment where less than 100 workmen, less than 100 workmen are employed. Less than 100 employees are employed. But for this, 2 months notice to be given to the official gazette. Okay, next question. According to which act, employees in industrial establishment required to define the conditions of employment? See, conditions of employment, obviously it will be the Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946. See, if we join any job, we provide certain terms and conditions regarding working hours, salary, recruitment, that is included under Employment Standing Order Act. So, conditions of employment mentioned in Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946. So, answer will be D. The Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946 extend to, answer will be whole of India. Employment Standing Order Act applied to entire India, but establishment covered under Bombay Industrial Relation Act 1946 और मध्य प्रदेश इंडस्ट्रियल एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर एक्ट 1961 एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर एक्ट लागू नहीं होता है, जहां पे पहले से बॉम्बे इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशन एक्ट 1946 या मध्य प्रदेश इंडस्ट्रियल एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर एक्ट 1961 लागू होता है, तो वहां पे एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर एक्ट लागू नहीं होता है. Remember that one. Okay. So arrange the following steps of disciplinary proceeding in the order in which they arrange, which they are used. So this one is very repeated question and important question for UGC NET. So the first option will be showcase notice. Showcase notice. Second will be serving of a charge sheet. Serving of a charge sheet. अगर किसी भी एम्प्लॉय के साथ डिसिप्लिनरी एक्शन किया जाए, वो अगर कुछ मिसकंडक्ट किया हो तो उसके साथ कैसे डिसिप्लिनरी, पहले उसे नोटिस दिया जाएगा, शोकेस नोटिस दिया जाएगा, फिर उसे चार्ज शीट दिया जाए, चार्ज शीट में मेंशन होगा क्या क्या वो उसने मिसकंडक्ट किया है, एंड आफ्टर दैट डोमेस्टिक इंक्वायरी. थर्ड वन इज डोमेस्टिक इंक्वायरी, उसके बारे में इंक्वायरी किया जाएगा कि वो सच में ये सब किया है कि नहीं. सो डोमेस्टिक इंक्वायरी विल बी taken place for him, and after that submission of a report. इंक्वायरी के बाद वो रिपोर्ट सबमिट करेगा, so it will be fourth, and then dismissal and discharge of employee. So it will be fifth. So let's see which one is B, D, C. So option will be D. And next move to the 18th question. An employer who does any act in contravention to the standing order finally certified under this act for his industrial establishment shall be punishable with a fine which may extend to dash rupees, and in case of any continuing offence with a further fine which may extend to dash rupees for every day after the first during which the offence continues. So answer will be 100 and 25 respectively. अगर एम्प्लॉयर कुछ भी कॉन्ट्रोवेंस करे रिगार्डिंग स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर, सो तब क्या करना पड़ता है, उसे पनिश कितने 100 रुपीज का पनिशेबल अमाउंट देना पड़ता है विथ फाइन. Okay, and if he continues doing such offense, he need to give 25 rupees, 25 rupees every day, 25 rupees every day. Next move next question. An employer who fails to submit draft standing order as required by section 3 or who modify his standing order otherwise than in accordance with the section 10 shall be punishable with fine which may extend to, answer will be 5,000. अगर कोई एम्प्लॉयर फेल करे सबमिट करने के लिए ड्राफ्ट स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर इन टाइम एंड हु मॉडिफाई स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर, वो एम्प्लॉयर मॉडिफाई कर दे स्टैंडिंग ऑर्डर को otherwise than accordance with section 10, then he will be punishable with fine 5,000. And if he continues doing so, he will be charged 200 rupees per day. 200 rupees. To the next question. 200 rupees every day. Okay. According to Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946, who can be certifying officer? कौन सर्टिफाइंग ऑफिसर हो सकता है? ए लेबर कमिश्नर, हाँ ये हो सकता है. ए रीजनल लेबर कमीशन, ये भी हो सकता है. एनी अदर ऑफिसर अपॉइंटेड विद एप्रोप्रिएट गवर्नमेंट, ये भी हो सकता है. एप्रोप्रिएट गवर्नमेंट मतलब स्टेट गवर्नमेंट या सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट अगर किसी ऑफिसर को अपॉइंट करो वो भी हो सकता है. सो आंसर विल बी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. That's all. Thank you for today. Okay, another question is remaining. The provision relating to the suspension has been made under which of the following legislation? Suspension कौन से legislation में mention है? Provision of suspension किस में mention है? So it will be Industrial Employment Standing Order Act 1946.